Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to Cybrosys. Setting up manufacturing in Odoo can feel like assembling a 1,000-piece puzzle. If you miss one setting, your inventory breaks down and your costs are wrong. Today, I'm giving you the definitive 2026 guide to Odoo 19 MRP configuration, from raw materials to the finished products. So, let's begin. The very first step is enabling the manufacturing engine. So first we need to unlock the full power of Odoo. For that you have to go to the manufacturing and you have to make sure this is already installed. So go to the manufacturing. Then you can go to the configuration and from there you have to choose the settings. So right now we are going to make sure that work orders are enabled. So if not, you have to enable this and this is going to allow you to track the time in specific shop floor stations. So you have to enable this. Like if you are doing it right now, make sure you save it. Okay, mine is already enabled. And then another thing that you have to enable is the byproducts. So here you have byproducts, enable it. So if your process creates leftovers, you have to enable this. Okay, and then you have to enable the planning. Okay, so like you have to make sure the planning module is there. You have a module called planning, right? So you have to enable the planning to see your production schedule on a Gantt view or a Gantt chart. So this is done. I have made a change right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it. Okay. So I'll give you a pro tip. Like you have to turn on the hardware extraction, which is the OCR. Okay, so in Odoo 19, this is going to allow you to scan the quality sheets and work orders instantly using the AI. Okay, so that's how it works. Next, let's move on to the other step, which is creating your work center. So now let's build your shop flow, which is a virtual map. For that, you have to go to the configuration where you can see the work center. Now we are going to create a new work center. So for that, what you have to do is click on new and then name your work center. So it can be anything like assembly 1. We've already seen different names here. See, assembly 1, drill 1, assembly 2. Similarly, you can name your, work center like a CNC machine in assembly line 1 or drill station 2. So I'm putting drill 2. That's the name of my work center. So here I'm giving a code also. Let it be D2. Okay. And then you can set your working hours, the company, the tag. You can also set, an alternative work center. Okay. So like you can set your capacity and all such things over here. So I'm just giving an alternative work center. Let it be drill 1. Then comes the general information, where comes the product information, the costing information, and all such things. So here you will have to set up the OEE target, okay? And then you have the setup time and cleanup time and all such things. So this is the overall equipment, that is the effective efficiency target in your product. So here you have to set it in a percentage, and here comes the time efficiency, and this is the time that is going to be taken for the setup and the cleanup of the machineries or whatever things that you use inside your workstation. That's the work center. Then you have the costing information, the product capacities. Okay, so here you can set the capacity of the products, the equipments that you are going to use, the maintenance, the IoT triggers and all such things. So this is how simply you can configure a work center. Okay, so you can enter your cost per hour in the general information. You have seen the costing. So Odoo 19 uses this to calculate your exact labor cost per finished item automatically. So that's how you configure the work center. So we'll open one which is already created. I think I forgot to save it, right? Yeah. So let it be. We have this work center here, which is called assembly 1. And you can see the cost per hour, which is given here, which is 34.59. The OEE is given here. The time efficiency is here. All such things are there. Then you can see the equipments which have been used inside the work center. And if you have any other things, you have to specify that as well. So all the things are given here. That's how you configure a work center. So that's the very second step that you have to do, which is the work center configuration. Now, third step is the product configuration. So Odoo needs to know how the products move, right? For that, you have to open your finished good product form. So under the inventory tab, you can check for the manufacturing. So here you have the products. So let's open this acoustic block screen of the product. And here you have to make sure it is, the inventory tab is here, right? Open that. And here you have to make sure that the root, you can see the roots over here. So here manufacturer has been checked. So if you buy the parts only when you need them, you can check buy or replenish on order, which is MTO. So other than that, you have to make sure this manufacturer is enabled for the product, and do the same for your raw materials as well. So if this is the finished product, then there'll be certain raw materials, okay? So there also you have to make sure you do the very same thing. That is, you have to set them to buy, okay? So here, let it be manufacture and replenish on order MTO. Similarly, you can go with the raw materials. So if I am choosing the raw materials as screw, so here you have the screw. I'm opening it. Here in the inventory, I'm going to make it as replenish on order. Okay. Similarly, you can set it up for the components also. That is the raw materials. So that is the third step that you have to do. You have to make sure the roots are enabled properly. And the step 4 is the master BOM, which is the bill of materials. So for that, you have to go to the products under which you can find the bill of materials. So you are going to create a new bill of materials, sorry. So yeah, you are going to create a new one where you can add the product as well as the components and specify the quantity of the components. So if you are going to add the product acoustic block screen, the component I am going to choose here is the screw, and the quantity here I'm going to give it as 50 or simply 5. Anything is okay. So after you do that, what you have to do is you have to go to the operations tab. Okay, and you have to make sure the BOM type is manufacture this product. You are going to manufacture the product. It's not a kit, it's not subcontracting. We are going to manufacture the product. Then you can go to the operations tab, and this is where you link your product to the work center we've created in step 2. Okay, so you can add operation. Okay, and then from here you can name your operation and then specify the work center. So if it's assembly 1, then you can specify assembly 1. I'm going to give it as just a name, naming it as creation. The work center is also specified over there. So in Odoo 19, you can use the expected duration feature as well. Okay, so Odoo now uses AI to suggest this time based on your historical performances. So that's how it works. Here you have the duration computation methods, whether it's fixed or computed. So once you've given the basic things, you can go back and you can see the operation has been added over there. And this is now linked to a work center. So that's how the BOM works. We've created a BOM for acoustic block screen right now. So this is what we've created. Okay. Next is the 5th step, which is testing the flow. So let's see it in the action. If you are going to create a manufacturing order, go to the operations, click on manufacturing order. Now let's create a new one. Okay. So if you have the parts that, the status turns green. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll choose the BOM that I've already created, which is acoustic block screen. Okay. So here you can see, and this is what I was talking about, the green label. That's what I said. If you have the parts, like if you have the quantity in stock, if it's not, if it's out of stock, then this won't be the case. If like right now when we have the quantity which is available for the creation or the production, and that's the reason why the status is shown in green color. Okay, so that's how it works. And you can actually go to the work orders to see the operation if it has any byproducts that can be seen, and you have the miscellaneous. operation. So once it's done, you have to confirm it. So there is certain rule. Okay, you have to verify the rules on the product. I'll simply discard it and create a new manufacturing order. Okay. So in the bill of material, we can choose the drawer. See, you have the things like it's available, the work orders. Let's confirm it. Okay, the confirmation is done. From here, you can actually produce all the transfers, the overview, and the shop floor can be seen over here. So if you go to the transfers, from where to where the transfers has taken place, all that, the transfer details can be given, can be seen over here. You can see the status as it is ready. Then if you go back to the manufacturing, this is the manufacturing order that you created right now. So from here, you can even generate the lot and serial number as well. Okay. So like your operators just hit the start on their tablets and Odoo handles the inventory deduction and labor cost entries in the background. So you can simply click on start and the production gets started. Okay. So the start date is recorded over here. And then if you want to produce all, click on produce all. So this is right now in progress state. Okay. So the secret to Odoo MRP is simple, which is garbage in and garbage out. So if your work center costs or BOM quantities are wrong, your accounting will be a nightmare. So take the time to audit your BOMs twice before going live. So that's the whole MRP configuration. I hope that was clear for y'all. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.